I think a couple of other watershed moments were when, for example, BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, came out launching tokenized money market funds on public blockchain. The CEO basically is stating, everything will be on chain. And that's led to a shift, I think, in two dimensions. One is within the crypto industry, where, I think a couple of years ago, the industry at large was selling basically, hey, here's alternative financial rails. They're more efficient, merge everything on there towards, hey, this is core plumbing for a new financial system, but it's going to be integrated rather than kind of like, a parallel track. And separately, I think, if I just recall conversations I've been involved in with larger financial institutions over the last couple of years, there wasn't a comfort a couple of years ago to deploy use cases, pilots on public sort of like blockchains with permission environments. And it was more like the DLT walled garden situation, first and foremost. And I think that's really been shifting. And again, that's what we're doing at Ripple in terms of the XRP ledger. It's a public layer one, but it has sort of like, built-in compliance, permission feature, deterministic settlements that really resonates with, with larger financial institutions.
You say that, but there's still a huge hesitance, I think, from some, significant TradFi players where they're like, we're still skeptical. Like, that sounds great, Marcus, but I don't know if I can put $1 billion on your infrastructure and trust that something bad's not going to happen.
Well, we hear sometimes like, hey, the old system works well, and that's true, right? I mean, there's trillions of dollars that go through the financial system on a daily basis. And so it's not something that you can just, disrupt and replace overnight. I would, say in these conversations, what we emphasize is like, hey, look, yes, the system works, but it's also at the core somewhat stuck still in terms of the pre-internet era.